And now I'm also joined by legal analyst Dmitriy Shakhnevich. He is an adjunct professor at John Jay College of Criminal Justice, and he is here with his reaction to the verdict. And I'm curious, it was a split verdict. Were you surprised when you heard how it came down?
No, I predicted it'd be a split verdict. The predatory sexual assault charges were tough charges to make out because you had an uncharged crime witness, what they call a Molyneux witness, somebody that would come in and testify before the jury and say, look, this is what Mr. Weinstein did to me.
That's Annabella Sciorra.
Correct.
Right, okay.
But, you know, the judge essentially would instruct the jury to not pay attention to her testimony as a charged witness, only to support some of the other witnesses. And it's sometimes tough for a jury to parse that out, what part of her testimony they can attribute to the charges and what part they can't.
So essentially the jury believed the other two women whose allegations were part of the official trial, but not Annabella Sciorra, which is curious to me because she was the only one among those three who didn't have a continuing relationship with Weinstein.
That's correct, and you never know. A jury looks at a witness, and there is body language, and there's eye contact, and there's a whole bunch of other factors that would contribute to why she would be deemed believable on the stand. I wasn't in the courtroom, so it would be tough to tell, but I suppose the assumption is that she wasn't deemed a credible witness.
If they did believe her, that would have then given the jury reason to find Weinstein guilty of the predatory sexual assault charges, which would have been much more serious, right? Correct.
That carries a 10 to life sentence, so it would have been effectively a death sentence for Harvey Weinstein.
And break down these two convictions that he did get. These were lesser charges, but still he's facing some significant prison time: criminal sexual act and rape in the third degree.
Correct. So they're both felonies. The criminal sexual act's a B felony. You know, the top felony we have in New York is an A felony. You have the A1 and the A. So a B felony is still very, very serious. It carries 5 to 25. The E felony does carry up to 4 years as well. Both very, very serious charges. And
we talk about sentencing. On one of those charges, he faces 5 to 25 years. What is your thinking on that, considering he doesn't have any prior convictions? Do you think that the judge will be more lenient?
Yeah, he's an older gentleman with no criminal history. That's surely plays into the judge's determination. You know, the sentencing decision is a mitigation decision. You're supposed to take all the factors surrounding a person's life into consideration in light of the conviction. So the judge will do that. And a lot of the other things that Harvey Weinstein may have done throughout his life that were positive will be included by the defense attorneys as well.
All right. Dmitriy Shakhnevich, thank you so much for your insight and your thoughts. And there are a lot of more, as we said, a lot of question marks that are going to be continuing in this case, but really appreciate your assistance here.